welcome back to the channel. I'm Henrik, and today we are going to progress in our video series about Grand Tactician, the Civil War. It's been a while since I've been in front of the camera and this game. Not to you if you follow the YouTube series, but for me, recording it and playing. We ended up in a small battle. I would almost call it a skirmish, although these are the major armies in the theater. It's in northern Missouri. And the first day, the Texan Corps advanced from, let me see if I can get this right, the entrance point here in the east. And we discovered that the Union Army had, interestingly enough, taken up position on the other side of the river here in embankments, even though the victory location was placed on this side, hitherto of the river. So that was interesting. And instead of charging them heedlessly over the river, the bridge and the trenches here, they have a small battery here of 15 guns. That's not a small battery, it's a small artillery force. Here are the Texans. Hardy is in command of the Texas Corps. He is a cavalry leader. He's from Georgia though, but so he's not from Texas, but being a cavalry major general of skill, he is in command. On the left flank we have the Texas Riders, which is the larger of the two, what you call them, divisions here, under Randall, 3,600. They also have a small battery of 8 iron 12-pounder Napoleons and a small engineering brigade regiment. Obviously, with a level 3 perk, this should be a I think scripted AOM overhaul mod unit, so it's not one of the, it's not something I have designed myself, them being, or did I? They actually level themselves up to 3 already. Anyway, since all other troops here are cavalry in the Texas department of units, you know, I have them building defenses. That makes sense, right? Over on the right, we have the Texas Rangers, which is Steele's division. And they only number 2,400 troops, even though they have the same amount of individual brigades here. So they're smaller. And I'm marching them up on the right flank. And we're going to outflank the Union here and hopefully drive them off the field. So not super exciting. If you're not into small skirmishes, you might want to skip this one and just jump to the next one, to be honest. But here we go. I'll be honest, I'm kind of waiting and hoping for a new patch for the game, because they have been dropping one patch about per month, and it must have been at least a month since the last patch. I'm not saying they should drop a patch every month, but since that is the history from earlier, maybe, you know, I don't quite know what they're working on for 1.2, the next patch. But I can feel this campaign a bit going towards the end. Funnily enough, the settings were reset when I got into the game, so my apologies here. For example, the map scroll here is a bit weird, the way I'm not used to. So everything was reset. I don't know if they had a small update, not a major patch or something. Wait, that happened. I do have to reset a large amount of settings in this game. Let's get into line with these smaller. Oh, right. I wanted to recommend a YouTube series with animated battles called Warhawk. I will try to set a source in the video description here. I can really recommend them. You really get a Grand Tactician Civil War game feeling when you watch these videos about the Civil War battles. They not only handle the battles themselves, but also the counter-marching and maneuvering and planning before. So it's the entire campaigns. It's very detailed, and even the battles are down on regimental levels, which is a bit overwhelming to me, being a beginner at Civil War stuff. but I appreciate it. It's very detailed, and I enjoy it, and I keep watching their channel. They also have a Discord, and when I got there, I wasn't that surprised to find that they actually have people watching, following the channel, playing this game. So I started to intermingle with those people to get deeper into the game. Well, maybe more the Civil War history part of the era. I don't know if we have a detachment and a 2-star regiment here from their regular army, the 1st regiment. Have them as, see if we can fire on them with the Lieutenant Dowling's 12-pounders. Okay, let's pay a little bit more attention to the game itself. I, as we all know, can't talk and play at the same time very well. So these guys can, I think I'm gonna dismount them and spread them out in loose formation. I'm not 100% sure which is the best formation for cavalry to fight in. I guess we're gonna hit their line from behind here. So I can only suppose that the detachment here, Bairden's detachment, is from the USS regiment. So I don't think they have more than 1 2-star experience unit in this army here. It's interesting they have green uniforms here. If I know correctly, Northern Federal sharpshooters were wearing green uniforms. A bit of reorganization here, taking their own initiative for orders. Stuff, you know, the stuff I don't like. So I don't understand why they decided to march down there. Maybe I gave a divisional, but I don't think I did. I think I gave individual brigade orders. But it's nothing uncommon that the game decides to just basically arrange orders. Maybe, you know what? It could be that the basic settings is... Oh yeah, it is. Alright, all the settings have changed, so allow initiative was turned on. So this was the thing that the settings reset. So it wasn't really the game putting in individual orders on their own initiative. It was actually just the settings reset. So, well, that is a better option if you ask me. Of the other Texans here, 11 Texans. You see, they're really small cavalry detachments, but some of them have, actually I would say most of them have long-range rifles, like, not modern ones, but they start with infantry rifles. That means you can never exchange them. carbines. Revolving muskets. Finally, brigades. We're hitting them very hard on their left flank here from the and we will. They took 200 losses with their Texas cavalry. I guess that's a target of it. They're heavily outlined here. They broke. And we could, we could try to overpower the battery. So we would want to attack column individually here and order them to do cold steel. I'm not, they'll be using swords and sabers instead of. I don't know. When you order melee, don't they use their melee weapon? It's a bit unclear to me. But see here, it's very hard to even grab with lots and lots of cavalry units. It's almost impossible to melee them. I can't understand why you don't pursue. As long as this melee order is up, I would like to see the cavalry pursue and attack. I'm really trying to get into melee with the artillery's crew, but it's turning out as usual. This always happens. It's impossible. All right. Well, this wasn't very exciting. Okay, there we go. The enemy's retreating. Does that mean? Oh, we still have 27 minutes to. I'm kind of stubborn here. I really like to see a result from melee, but it sometimes happens, but very rarely do they get it. Actually, no, I think they got it. Yeah, they did. So they should eliminate them. Now they're moving back again this river. I don't know why. guess we could... Oh. They stopped. That's weird. They lost 1,000 men. We lost 700. They lost 1,000. So actually, they did really well losses-wise. I suppose that's happened when you engage high experienced troops, no matter what. I would like to preserve the Texans as much as possible, of course. So now we're gonna check out the situation in Missouri here. We will be having two types of music for a short while, because apparently the music has turned on again. Colonel Iverson has become famous, but Walker is now in disgrace. That's good. That's not good. I couldn't tell you who of these commanders command what. Apologies for the double music here. We're gonna turn off the music in the game and listen to the YouTube music. It's a bit new. Yeah, here's Palmyra up in northern Missouri here, and I don't think there's anything we can do but advance to Bloomington here. So I'd say summer of 1862 has been a success for the Confederacy. We basically almost taking all of Missouri, and we secured Kentucky. That's about it. And we defended Virginia in its entirety. So, and Kentucky was the plan, if I remember it correctly. Missouri, I didn't count on being able to almost liberate Missouri. That wasn't something I was planning to do. Okay, so here we have some First Corps, 7,000. Army of Iowa. That is the army of the First Corps then. We do have an army here. Army of Illinois. Advancing up here towards... You know, I want a corps in St. Louis to garrison it. But that will have to be in the next stream, of course. So, do you think... We've split up these two... 900 and 2,400 armies. If they get to rest and refit, they will get up to 6,000 and 7,500 each. That would be an immense threat to the Texans, which are only 5,000 here. But for now, that's just a nominal strength. So for now, I can just operate up here. But I need to kick them outside Missouri. I need to defeat all armies inside Missouri. So, I'm thinking maybe pursuing the armies is more important than actually moving around and capturing cities. And the army of the West over here, Emory's radius are 1,800. I don't know. It should be at least 10,000, the army underneath Emory's raiders here. As you know, this is something I really dislike, that you cannot grab. Army of the West is 400. That is so weird. Okay, maybe there should be a larger Union army. Yeah, maybe there are 3 units here. So I need my full Army of the West, which is 16,000. No, it's 21,000. But that's minus the Texans. So that is 16,000. You have the Arkansas Corps 8,000, and you have the Missouri Guard, which is also 8,000 men. I'm gonna need them to push this army out of Missouri. So that means the Texans are up here in the north on their own, and their job is to push these 2 armies out. So that's just what's gonna happen. All right. Other than that, as usual, our economy is it's very bad, bleeding 200 million per month, and naval warfare isn't working very well. I can't get my 2 ironclads to engage the Union armies, raiding them. So, but I will see you in the next one. I hope you enjoyed this little skirmish. I know it wasn't super exciting, but maybe we'll get a large showdown before the campaign ends, and we hit the next patch and maybe start a new campaign. Take care, boys and girls. See you next time.